missing someone.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'll be showing you how to prep mature age skin before doing makeup. The whole reason of showing you the skin prep and makeup together is because both of them are so important. They go hand in hand. The skin needs to be very hydrated from within before applying makeup. So I started the skin prep with a very hydrating and moisturizing toner which has a gel base, and then I'm applying eye cream, which is so essential. I'm using the slightest pressure that my pinky finger and my ring finger have. I'm gently massaging around the eye sockets where skin is the thinnest and the first signs of aging are usually shown there. Now I'm using an essence because it helps hydrate and increase the cell turnover. Very light but firm pressure while doing all the skincare steps, and also take your skincare towards your neck and your ears. Moving into moisturizer, this is going to help lock everything in. It's likely to be the thickest formula that you'll apply to the face, which is why it goes on last. Now because this is a daytime look, I applied sunscreen. Regularly wearing an SPF even if you're sitting indoors near a window or even stepping outside for a few minutes. It's the number one thing you need to do to maintain and protect the health and the beauty of your skin. And this would not be a full skincare prep without a lip moisturizer. Alright, moving into eyebrows now. I'm using the Anastasia brow pencil. You can use any brow pencil you want, just filling in all the gaps, not changing the shape. To further intensify the eyebrows and make the whole look appear lifted and your eyes more awake, I'm using a concealer. Make sure you use maybe 1 or 2 shades lighter than your actual skin color and just carve out underneath the brows. Now I'm using this primer by Farsali, and it's a skin perfecting primer and a serum. It's a great 2-in-1 product. I'm putting this mainly on the center of the face because that's where I want to blur out some fine lines. I'm using 2 foundations, just mixing them in to get a good color match. You always want to pick something that is very close to your skin color and the skin undertone as well. And I'm actually dispensing it on my plate, and you can do it on your hand as well, and pick up only enough product that sticks to your brush. Do not put more product first, which would be very difficult to remove, but you can always add up more. Blend it all the way to your neck. I'm using a beauty blender sponge to really help the product stay in place, and I'm not moving it around. I'm just pressing the product in and taking any excess away. Using this MAC Fix Plus, it's like a hydrating mist. I just spray it on the skin so it stays hydrated while I'm doing the makeup as well. I'm applying a concealer which is very similar to the foundation shade. It has a slightly peachier undertone to it, so it counteracts all the darkness under the eyes. I don't want to make them very stark white looking. I just want some brightness to show underneath the eyes. Now to really blend this concealer into the little crevices and nooks around the eyes, I'm taking a very fluffy brush to diffuse the color. Once you've corrected your dark circles, I'm going with a slightly brighter concealer, which is going to really lift the eyes even further. Also placing this on the highest points of the face. Buffing everything out with the same foundation brush that we applied so that everything melts together. To bring some color back to the face, I'm using a cream bronzer. I'm bringing all the warmth and the shadows back into the face using the same foundation brush that we used before to really blend everything together. Once you're done applying your cream and liquid products, you want to go ahead and set in your makeup. Remember that setting makeup over mature skin is very tricky. Over here, less is more. So I'm dusting off my translucent powder on my hand before applying to the face, because this way you're not going to get any cakiness. I love using this product on any kind of skin. It's the most perfect illuminating setting powder. I'm using a very youthful yet neutral looking blush. It's from MAC and it's in the shade Gingerly. It's amazing for many skin tones. Placing that not directly on the apples of the cheeks, but I want a more chiseled and lifted look, so I'm applying it on top of the cheekbones. I'm going back in with a spritz of the Hydrating Mist from MAC, applying a generous amount of very subtle highlighter. It melts into the skin and looks very skin-like, so I'm using a very generous amount. And to lock everything in place, I'm spritzing some setting mist from Morphe. Moving on to the eyes, I want to create a blank canvas for the shadows we're going to be using. So I'm using the same dark concealer that we use, which is closer to the foundation shade. I also find it very helpful to use my other hand and lift the eyebrows slightly to make sure the product is settled evenly. I'm using a very neutral palette because I'm creating a more wearable and everyday daytime look. I'm going to start using my first shade and place it on the outermost corner. I'm placing the product first and then going in a backwards and forwards motion. Make sure you hold the brush not very close to the bristles because you want to apply in light pressure. Taking the same brush, I'm applying a slightly warmer and darker shade all over the lid to bring out the depth in the eyes. Going to be stamping dark brown shade along the eyes. It's going to give a very softer winged eye looking effect. To balance the top eyeshadow to the bottom of the eyes, I'm taking the first color that we use in the top eyeshadow and placing that very lightly along the lower lash line. To bring everything together, I am also going in with the darkest brown shade and applying it right along the waterline and also tightlining both my upper and bottom waterlines. You want to finish the eyeshadow off with a bright inner corner to add the pop of color, brightness, and it's just going to make everything look very put together and also open up your eyes at the same time. So I went ahead and applied lashes, mascara, and also the lipstick. Hope you guys enjoyed this video.